Hi, thank you for logging into the eScheduler tutorial. If you have any questions when I'm finished, maybe I missed something, I don't go over something you need, or you just need clarification, please email me, jledbetter@highlands.edu or advising@highlands.edu. We can answer your questions anytime about the eScheduler, scorecard, or anything else you may need help with as far as advising. First thing you want to do is to go to the website. You see I'm logged into the main page right here. All you have to remember is WASS, wass.highlands.edu, wass.highlands.edu. And that takes you to the main page where either you or a guest, i.e. student, can log in. You, as part of the GHC community, can log in right here. You have a GHC username and password that you use for the internet and email. So you use it right here to log in. Students will log in down here with their GHC email. Now, I want to show you how you can look and see who else has a calendar. All these people have calendars set up. Their names are listed here, so they have calendars here. That does not mean that they have appointments that can be viewed or signed up for, or they've made any appointments. They just have a calendar. It's just like you having a paper calendar, but you've not written anything on it yet. So those are the folks with calendars. Let's look at a wonderful professor that really uses hers. I know Libby Gore uses hers a lot. So we're going to do a search, and we find she's under Libby. It didn't pop up right away because she put her name in as Libby Gore. Now, if I had typed Libby, that comes up right away, or I could have typed Libby Gore and it would come up right away. And then you click right down here, make an appointment, and you can see that she's got some appointments available for today. And I want to make an appointment with her at 2:30, so I click on the little plus sign, put in all my information, and make an appointment. You can put in your email, phone number for a confirmation. She's got it checked to where students have to put in a purpose, and they should always put in their telephone number as well. Okay, that's Libby's calendar. She's got it set up and she's really using it. That's wonderful. But I want to create my own calendar, so I click on Create Calendar right over here on the left. Put in my information. Best thing I can do is last name first. It's easier for students to find you that way. Make sure you put in your contact information. Your email will default. Your telephone number needs to be put in. You need to put in what your appointments are for. Make sure you put in your campus. Very important, because students really may not know which campus that you're on or that you can advise on. These are defaulted, checked. Please leave these checked because that gives you a confirmation. Supplemental text, whatever you want to put in. Maybe you're at Paulding Monday and Wednesday, Cartersville Tuesday, Thursday. You might want to put in specifics about campus, when you can advise, what you advise, any other details that are necessary. I'll just put in I don't do EBA appointments because faculty are supposed to do EBA and not professional advisors. So right down here is crucial. It's kind of obscure. Access restrictions. You want this to be open. If it's closed or limited, as it is right here, students will not be able to see your calendar. They are logging in as a guest, so they must see, view, and be able to make appointments with your calendar. So these must be changed to open. Show appointment details you should not check. As you see right here, if you check this, then the student's information will be seen by others, and you don't want that because the students may put in personal information like their phone as well as their email, their student ID number, maybe comments about going through a personal crisis. So you don't want that to be seen. They don't want that to be seen. So do not check this box, but do have these open or your calendar will not work. Click Save. Now, I've got a calendar. we're going to look and see. I've got a calendar, but again, it's just like that paper calendar that you've got with the beautiful scenes of Europe or the dogs or cats or whatever, but there's nothing written on it. You've got to go to Add Block to actually create some appointments. This one-time button just doesn't work with our system for some reason. Forget about that for now and click on Reoccurring. Reoccurring appointments is where you can set it up, and you can set up one appointment there, even though it says reoccurring. If you want to set up one Monday 1 to 2 o'clock appointment, you can still do that because you're limiting it right here. Start date, I'm going to start the appointments tomorrow and go until the end of the month. I want the appointments daily. I'm going to choose 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Make sure you check that a.m. or p.m. You can do it by duration. It'll do it for you. If you just set in time, or if you set in hours, it'll do the time for you. All this is pretty much fine, defaulted. You can look and play with it. Definitely, I would check and see how many appointments that you want to try to get in, how long you want your appointments to be. You can set them for anything from 5 to 60 minutes. So I set mine for 30 minutes. I don't want students to see me more than 4 times. This is up to you if you just want to limit how many times a student can see you. And I do want to require an appointment purpose. I want the student to put in why they're coming to see me. Now, under here, the restrictions should be defaulted correctly now, but I'm going to double check to make sure these two are open and this is closed. Save it. It confirms for you. Make sure those AM and PMs are correct. Click OK. You're done. Click out of there and you see you've now got your appointment set up. Maybe I want these to be early bird appointments. I'm going to have a couple a day for a week, something like that. So now it's set up. I can click here and make an appointment with myself. And once I make an appointment, I can cancel it. Well, I'll cancel it over here. I'll show you that in a minute. But you can come in and either edit a particular appointment or a series of appointments, the whole block, or cancel. See, I'm going to cancel just that instance, not the entire series. And if I look on I can lock it or delete it. Now, I'm going to log out and show you what students see. I'm going to go in with my personal email address. This is a great way for you to check what you've done to make sure that you do have the access restrictions set to open and that everybody can view your calendar. I looked myself under last name, looked up myself. Click right here and I can see my appointments. I'm going to make an appointment for myself on Saturday at 3:30 a.m. I'm going to get advised Saturday at 3:30 a.m. I'm not worried about it going to my phone, but I do have my email in there, so I click save, and now I've got an appointment. And aha, voila, right down here you can see that an appointment confirmation went to my GHC email. And when a student cancels, you'll get a confirmation for that. And let's see, if we go to let's see if it's quicker here. We'll go to my Gmail account, then we should be able to see that, aha, appointment was scheduled. So the students get a confirmation, you get a confirmation, everybody knows what's what, and you have lots of flexibility if you want to make a change. Very easy to go in and out of the scheduler. I'm going to log in and see if you have any questions. Does anyone have any questions? You can see here where I've got an appointment made. All these appointments are set up ready for someone to sign in. You can search for an appointment. Say I want to see, I don't remember when I've set up appointments, but I want to see what I've got through the end of the month. And that shows me that I just have this one appointment. That's the only person that's made an appointment with me. So that's really easy to do a search. It gives me the details, though you could just look on the calendar. If you want to do a longer time period, that might be helpful. These FAQs are helpful. Get in the calendar and just play around. You're not going to hurt anything. The worst that can happen is if you set up an appointment and someone finds you and makes an appointment with you and you didn't mean for them to. You don't want that to happen, but you will get a confirmation, so then you can notify the student, oh, I forgot to delete that calendar block. And just information about the system, help, searching an appointment, again, making an appointment, and this is how you find folks. So students can find you easily just by doing a browse, make an appointment with you. Something we ran into was that some folks had a calendar but they didn't have any blocks set up. Maybe they didn't set any up, but maybe they did, and they didn't have their restrictions set to open. So make sure these are open. And if you have any questions, email advising@highlands.edu or me at jledbetter@highlands.edu, or give me a call. We'll be glad to help you anytime. Thanks so much. Have a great time with early bird advising appointments, and please don't forget to make that note and scorecard that a student saw you, so they'll be able to use that note to register early. Thank you for all you do for your students.